Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to do some tips and tricks using gaming equipment, peripherals. You know me, I have all these kinds of gaming mouses and stuff. So I'm going to go through and show you some step-by-step directions of how to set up maybe a Corsair using the Corsair. In this one video, I'm going to actually show you how to use the Corsair software to set up your Corsair gaming mouse and stuff. So here you need to download the IQ software. So I've actually had it downloaded here, as you can see here. And in this example, I'm actually using a Night Sword gaming mouse. This is what it looks like. And let's go ahead and set this up to use for AutoCAD Civil 3D or even basic AutoCAD, okay? So let's go through that. So we're gonna actually create a brand new profile. And so if I come up here, you can hit the plus button to create a new profile. I already got one created. And then now when I click on my mouse, and then you can see different sides of my gaming mouse. You know, it's got actually has two buttons on top, your left and right click, but on the actual left side of it, you'll see two additional buttons right here. And then you'll see two other buttons. Let me get to the right position here. Here we go, two right there. So I'm gonna go to key lock, I'm going to go to my key assignments, and I'm going to assign some AutoCAD commands to these buttons. So notice here I've got two of them already created, a polyline line, but I'm going to show you step by step how to do that, okay? I'm going to hit the plus symbol. I'm going to create a new one, and let's say save, okay? And that could be one command that you use often, right? Okay, and then I'm going to scroll down and say macros. There it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the record button, type in my command, save, and hit enter and hit stop. Now I'm going to right click. You see this basically milliseconds between each keystroke. I'm going to remove those milliseconds. I'm going to right click and say delete all delays. And then we've got this saved. I'm going to call it save command over to the right. All right. And then it says I want to assign this to one of our buttons. So I'm going to point. Let's get to the right side here. I'm going to save it to that right there. So now this becomes my new save command. Okay, so let's try it and save it. So I'm going to minimize this and hit that button. And there we go. So now it's already trying to do a save. Okay, now let's create another one. If we go back to our application here, and I want these two to be maybe polylines. So I'm going to go to the polyline I created. Basically, I did a keystroke, saved a command, and then now I want to assign that to that. So I'm going to click and say that. And then the line command could be the button right next to it, which is this button here, which used to be the DPI button. Okay. All right. So let's see if it works. I'm going to come over here and click that button. And there we go. You can see now click the other button. And there we go. One should be a polyline. The other should be line. Okay. Let's do another one. What's another command you awfully use often, which would be like delete. Let's create a new one. And I'll say delete this time. Now, this one's different because I don't need to type in delete because you have the keyboard delete button, right? So I'll hit delete. Okay. And then this one will be a keyboard stroke. So I'm going to say keyboard. And I'm going to hit the delete button over here and assign it. And I'll use this trigger button right here. So I'm going to change sides or angle, and I want to assign it to that right there. So let's see if it works. I'm going to minimize that, and now just select an object and hit that trigger button on my mouse, and there we go. So as you can see, you can use some gaming equipment to be a little more efficient with your commands, assign these macros or keystrokes, and take advantage of using some of the cool tools that are built into gaming equipment. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy using gaming mouses and other peripherals while designing Autodesk products. All right, thanks, guys. Stay tuned for our next video.